message to me about lots of temperature increases, for sure. Absolutely. Sometimes the tingling, the vibration is actually felt as a type of heat, for sure. In a certain way, this is where, well, I'll say more about this later. This is where eventually that heat can be used to incinerate, to actually cremate these knots. So more about that later. That's a very nice insight on your part. Almost unbearable? Yes. And this is an important point, that the energy that is trapped there's a lot of energy that's stuck in here. And it can be a little bit tricky to ride sometimes. And that's why you need some stability with your regular meditator practices. You need some stability born of right view so that you understand what you're getting into. Because when you're working with these subtle systems, there's a lot of energy that can be accessed and released. And again, why do we want to do this? Well, because when we die, that energy is going to be accessed and released. And it's our ability or lack thereof to ride that energy that will dictate how we can negotiate the winds and the bardos. Are we going to be blown away by these winds, or can we put up the sail and allow ourselves to engage those energies? And so what you're saying here is spot on. Urge to move, breath variable. Yeah, that's idiosyncratic. That it just depends on a particular person's predispositions. So, okay. Anybody else? Slight nausea? Yep, that's not uncommon either. Again, all kinds of stuff. Tsogyal Rinpoche was once asked something around these sorts of things, where people were sharing just all kinds of really amazing experiences, and often asking him, like, where does this come from, kind of things. And at a certain point, he said, I don't know. I can't really say. But basically what he did say is the overarching approach that I mentioned earlier, that when you're working with this stuff, the kind of laxative narrative, yeah, this stuff is going to come up. The good, the bad, and the ugly, it's all going to come up. And the question is not the arising. The question is the relationship to it. Can you relate to it properly?